Hello, my dearest confidant. The last couple of days have been really emotionally cleansing for me. I was able to do a private video for my kiddos, you know, just outlining some things that occurred that they may not have been aware of from their childhood. That helped them to better understand why I wasn't able to be there for them emotionally when they were kids, and how that's changing in my life since I retired from the military. And one of the things that came up was competition. I told them at one point in the video, like, if you ever feel like you have to choose me or someone else, choose them. I'm not going to ever compete. I don't feel that it's necessary. And if somebody's really vying for your attention and wanting you to make a choice, then and you feel like there's a pull and you don't understand that they're maybe don't have your best interests in mind or whatever, then go do experience that. I don't want my kids or anybody else that is involved with me to ever feel like I am trying to take the place of someone in their life or keep them from someone or thing. I want it to be because we mutually are beneficial to each other, right? Because I can't make them do their journey and they can't make me do my journey. We can only either collaborate or separate, right? Like, that's just what it is. Complement or separate, right? And, another one of the main things that I had told them was that when you have a significant other in your life, it should feel like a collaboration. It shouldn't feel like you're, pulling teeth to get things done, or that you have to sacrifice. There should be some give and take, because not everybody can give 100% of themselves all the time, right? And so there's going to be a naturally, when someone can give 60% and the other person can only give 30% or 40%, or whatever that is, right? However those numbers fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. But you should not feel like you're pulling the majority of the weight the entirety of your relationship. To get back more to the topic, competition has been something that I've always shied away from, and so much so that I really don't even like playing board games or cards or any of that stuff, right? Because people get really involved in that personality of being better than. And I think there's so much of that competition that we just accept it into our daily lives on all of the levels, right? I'm talking about obviously sports, right? But then there's the competition in the workplace. It shouldn't be competition. We should be a team. We should be collaborating together. If you're focusing on the competition, you've already lost. You should be focusing on how you can collaborate as a team, how you can make things work together, and we can make each other better. Not it's me or them, right? That kind of thinking is where we get to that heavier, denser energy. And I realized that a lot of my aversion to competition came from being a kid. No matter what I did, no matter how much I tried to do more or better or whatever, it was always because of someone else, right? Like, oh, my brother is getting more attention because he is the one that's winning all the games at, the football games and stuff, and I'm not getting any attention. And so I removed myself from that. When I was in elementary and middle school, my parents did not allow me to play sports, but in high school, I got an opportunity to try out for the team. Well, I didn't make the team because I hadn't been, competitively competing. I didn't know how the game really worked. I only knew street ball, and so I didn't make the team. It was nice to be able to experience that, not at the time because I didn't make the team, but being able to even have the experience of trying out was nice. But I thought that it would gain me some favor with my parents, and it didn't. It didn't matter what I did. The competition was always, well, you should be doing that, or you should have done that, or you should have done this better. And so In reality, I should have been focusing on myself and how I could make myself better, but I was focusing on chasing the next competition. I was focused on trying to be better than, whatever. And it got me to a point where, again, I just removed myself from all of that because, first of all, I don't really see the benefit of being in competition with anybody else. Because, again, at the end of the day, it's about how I can be better for me. And then when I focus on me and how I can be better, then I can focus on how I can assimilate into a team, how I can be beneficial to other people that I'm involved with on their, day to day or as a friend basis or whatever that is, right? And I think that there's too much in a society for us to be competitive, and there's not enough focus on the collaboration. I have a strength that somebody else doesn't have. That doesn't make me a competitor to them. That means that we could team up if we could see that as some way to collaborate. And so to bring it back to this conversation that I'm, trying to make a point in now, if you find yourself in competition that you don't want to be in, it's one thing if you are fine with competition and you can see the healthy benefits of it and there's a balance of it in your life, right? But if you find that there is a sway towards whatever tips the scales out of your direction and that's making you uncomfortable, that means that you're not in the right place. Environmentally, relationship, whatever that is. And it's something that you should consider taking a look at if you want to be more balanced in your personal and professional and relationship life. Yeah. I mean, I get it, survival of the fittest and all of that, but we are at a place in our evolution where we shouldn't have to choose that. It should be, we can collaborate because there is enough for everybody, because in reality, there is enough for everyone. There's no reason why you can't have the same job as somebody else and market the same products as someone else, have the same passion as someone else. I mean, look at how many different, even manufacturers of drugs that there are. If you look at big pharma, they're not the only one. There's a few companies out there and they make similar products and blah, blah, blah. And that's just a big example. I'm not trying to get into any kind of political or scientific or medical debate, just making a for instance. And so there's no reason why you can't have your passion collaborate with somebody else's passion, or just, walk alongside. Hey, you know what? We have different parts of the same, or different parts of the same whole, and we could work together or alongside each other, and encourage each other on and on. It doesn't have to be a quote unquote competition. I love you, my dearest confidant. Until next time.